Hey, Ivan. All right. This is the backside of the print head. Well, I kind of jumped forward, but anyway, this is just a air hose that goes down into a air vent. Then there is a insulated cover that's held on with 2 screws on either end. 1, 2, and then we take this cover off. Then this piece of metal holds the blade. These screws on top do nothing, but they're good to use to pick this assembly out because it'll be hot. It should be hot when these 2 screws adjust it, and it's a slot, it's a channel, and see this bar in relation to this piece of metal. It should be probably close to flat, not too much lower. If you mount this piece of metal in the scraper blade all the way down, it'll push too hard on this blade, and so this is. It has a range of how high up and down you can put the blade, and when you put it back on, that's the most important thing to remember. And but yeah, to get to it, I'll explain, and then we remove this blade 1, 2, 3 times a year whenever it's needed, and it always has a little shit on it, and but you would gently take it out, trying not to scratch it or put a mark on the front leading edge that touches the roller. This roller is like a metal looking, shiny, and not coated in Teflon. Let's see. There's a shiny one. This black one is coated in Teflon. There's another that's not coated. But yeah, you would take the blade out, and using temperature or heat, cigarette lighter, or to wipe and clean that blade, and it's a flat piece of metal, and it has a tapered edge on one end, a cut to make it tapered and sharp like a knife. And I believe that the cut and the taper is on the upwards facing side. It's hard to see in this, but yeah, let's see if I have it. Okay, here's one. Can we see? Well, I don't know if my phone's picking it up, but oh, now we can see it. Okay, you see that shiny edge where it's been cut? That faces up. So when this blade goes back in a holder, there's like this a shim, another piece of metal that just looks like a piece of weird metal, and that gets shoved in there along with the blade, and then you want this shiny part facing up after you've cleaned the blade. Sometimes we have to use like razor blades really gently to scrape off boogers. You know, we already had a conversation about wax getting funky, and heat, chemicals, or a razor blade to clean that blade, and then you put it back on, and 2 screws, and this bar stays pretty high up. Not in the most upwards position, but close to it. Then you could command the printer to spin the roller, and that's when we would use a hand with a pad and go back and forth and try to scrub off bad wax or boogers off of the blade. Those machines were off. Here's one. So when you look at yours, it's going to have this aluminum. You see that black screw? There's going to be one on this side. There really is two, but usually nobody ever tightens the bottom one. Then there'll be two on the other side, and this aluminum hood, just lift it off and set it back here while you're playing with the planarizer. To get the print head in a good position to do this, I go to Stage Diagnostics and the Z axis. If the print head is all the way up, which probably it is, it finished the job, and you would type in there the number 8 for 8 inches. So I went to Stage Diagnostics, and right here you want to type in the number 8 and then click Move Z. That'll lower the print head, and you leave the machine on, so the print head will be down. No tools needed to take off these. You usually just use your fingers. It's like a thumb screw. This is what the other side looks like. A screw, and we usually just use our fingers and take off that hood. Then for the rest of the machine, almost all the fasteners on the machine are the same. It's a star shape. It's called a Torx. Torq. Torque. And we use a T20. Torx number 20. Star-shaped driver. T20 is what you would need to do this. Yeah. Then to make the roller turn, I forgot to tell you that part. So, I go to Control, and it opens up this window, and there's a checkbox right here that says Planarizer. It won't spin unless the machine's warm, because the wax might be frozen and it could fuck up the motor. But so let's say it finished a job, and this checkbox would make the roller spin, the Planarizer spin, while you're cleaning it. I know this is a crappy video, man. It's a Friday, and all my employees were out to eat. Well, this is extra control boards, heater boards, power supplies, motors, Planarizer assemblies, print head assemblies, more boards, material drawer. Let's see, more print heads, brand new print head, array plates, hard drives, motors, screws, vacuum boards, a couple printers there. Another printer back here. This one's a 3600 printer. More hood assemblies with light curing things. These are German milling machines that I have. Then I got 5-axis Chinese mills. That would work for jewelry. German. More German mills. A 5-axis Haas mill that I built. We machine titanium on this. Another 5-axis. More German. Self-centering vise. Another 5-axis mill from Germany. More German mills. Yep. Centering ovens. We do mostly CNC machining, and that's where guy sits and controls that. Used to do casting. We're in here doing a 3D scanning and designing. 3D scanners, CAD software for teeth. Scanner. Yeah. All right. Sorry for the crappy video.